Looks like it's working. Let's see. Let's see here.
The shadows draw near, steel on the stone. The iron breast, the shadows draw near, steel on the stone. The hour is here. You've claimed the valley, you smothered the light, but the roots run deep in the dead of the night. I've walked through the fire, I've buried my kin. Now rise from the embers, the year will begin. No banner to wave, no god to entreat, just the weight of the moment, the drum at my feet. The ledger opens, the numbers climb. Every stone laid costs a silent time. We count the tolls we cannot see. What's owed to you, what's owed to me? They promised progress, they promised light, but every raid came with a hidden price. We built the spans across the flood, while workers vanished in the mud. The balance sheet begins to bleed, a silent debt that we must heed. Choice leaves a permanent mark upon the land. We trade our future for a faster line, but the bridge remembers what we left behind.
Okay, well, on that note, the idea of this is you can create music based on historical events. Let's see if I can bring out the exact prompt. I've got another window to bring over. Where is that? Still make windows open. Okay, so here's one of my chats here. Okay, the idea is to look for metaphors that can be translated into a game concept. Okay, this one, if I scroll down a bit, you'll see I keep on going. Where is that? The Devil's Bridge. This one is about progress, like the Industrial Revolution, where people had to give up the old ways of doing things in slower times, and you ended up getting like rapid progress, and there was a price to be paid. It was kind of a Faustian bargain, as in you're promised progress, but you end up having no time because you got long hours, people died, and the song portrays that. Okay, well, I have this chain of prompts that can take that as input. So we have that as input here, and then it creates a game design document. So you end up with like this construction thing where you have like a narrative design where you're role playing somebody involved in the process. So there's this one, and what it does is it creates like rules, mechanics, art and music, style guides. It's very, very precise, and you get sample music, like this one's the Ledger's Toll, and then here's one I haven't generated yet, Span Rates Gambit. Now what you do is you just copy and paste. Like you would take this into the default 8-step workflow, and you would copy that, paste it here. So it's E major 140. So I just changed the so I changed it to E major 140. 200 seconds is probably long enough. If you don't get lyrics, expand the amount of time it has, and it usually comes in. And if you still don't get lyrics, you need to make sure that you have the vocalist defined in the top part. Now, on the lyrics side of things, let's see, where was that? It's not that one, but the next one, the Shipwreck. Span Rates Gambit. So, I'll look for lyrics, and then I'll copy the entire lyric section here, but the line breaks are very important. So, it goes down to the next title. So, I copy and paste. And what you have to do is you have to make sure there's a line break there. Look for that closing bracket. Look for that. Look for capital words. That defines a new line. And that affects the pacing of the music generation. So you have to go through like line by line this out. Let me just do that real quick. Or heck, while you wait, I'll go ahead and generate it incorrectly so you can hear the difference. Okay, so there's that. Generation's done. Just about. There it is. Oh, this is different. Wonder if it's got lyrics or not. Ah, no lyrics. We're gonna do this. Okay. Run it again. It's only gonna be part way through. So I'll probably mess up around verse 2. So there is a little bit of manual work to be able to get anything out of here. All right. Let's see how this goes.
We call it progress, we call it speed. Every mile one is another seed planted in concrete, watered by the time we trade the old ways for a faster climb. The overseer nods as the cranes ascend.
Okay, the pacing seems a little off on this one.
Span it wide, span it fast, let the golden years forever last. We pay in corn and we pay in bread, but the ledger balance is what we bequeath. Efficiency demands a toll, written deep in stone and soul. The trade rules come with merchant gold. We centralize the flow of steel and make the friendship network real. No room for doubt, no time to pause, just calculated ruthless law.
I think it needs more time. Let's see. Make it 4 minutes and see what happens. Jerry's faster than you can play it.
Clear the way, sacrifice the altar, save the day. The dead accumulate in silence, but we march onward, defying violence.
Okay. Now, you might wonder why it has the weird spelling in here, and that's because of there's a problem with the homonyms. If you have a word that sounds exactly this, or it sounds different, but is spelled the same, you will end up you'll end up getting the wrong word sometimes. Like tear and tear can be the same thing because it just doesn't know which one to use. So you have to use phonetic spelling whenever there is a possibility of confusion. See how this turned out. Look over here, go to the top. That quote might not be good, I don't know. Maybe I can take that out and it would be fine. One break. And one more thing, make sure that this is brackets, not parentheses, at least with a step, because otherwise it may speak the instructions or sing them even. It sounds really funny. Let's see. You know, that's probably not necessary. We'll see. Maybe 4 minutes is too long. Yeah, that's a bad generation right there. That's what they sound like. It's just really bad. So let's give this another try. And one thing you want to make sure is that your seed is changing, otherwise you'll get the same thing out every time. And let's see, the seed goes into here, and the seed also goes into this K sampler. Okay, there are lyrics in this.
Measure the ground, lay out the line, accelerate the pace, cross every sign. The blueprint burns with golden fire. We build the future higher and higher.
Yeah, you can see this as like background music for a cutscene, maybe. Whoops.
Ordered by time, we trade the old ways for a faster climb. The overseer and us, as the cranes ascend, while shadows lengthen on broken ground.
Well, you get the idea. So there's like infinite music that you can create. One thing I have to worry about is I don't have enough VRAM to keep both the text generator model and the audio loaded at the same time, at least on the 4090. So in order to get the text generator back, I have to temporarily kill the Comfy UI process. So Control-C a couple of times, get that ready to go. Take this, load model, MTP. Alright, well, let's see. Something's eating some VRAM, and it looks like it's Firefox, maybe? It's probably because I'm streaming. So let's take this down a little bit. I'm not going to go further down on that. This will take some of the pressure off and slow the generation down just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's using 19 gigs of VRAM now. And that puts the card with like 1.5 free. Okay, now let's go. See, we've got Hollow Tides, we got the Devil's Bridge. Let's do another one entirely that I haven't done before. And to do that, I need to go back to the prompt. See, this is how I monitor the other cards. These are the B70s. I have 2 instances of Llama CPP running on port 8000 and 8001, and that lets me have these 2 UI windows I can use, and it's also used in the workflow. I did have it where it had one card here and the other card here, but I found out that the music generation was taking too long, so I just have it I have it generating on the 4090. After the response gets done, it feeds back into the 4090 for the next prompt, and it also puts out the first prompt, and it feeds it into a second model. Now, if I had a third thing I wanted to do in parallel, I could by making basically a copy of this node and changing it to 8000, and then all I have to do is make a different prompt. Like this prompt right here is for create concept art images. So if I wanted to do something else, I could do something else with the game design document. Like maybe you want to create like sample marketing materials or something like that, or maybe do some kind of search to vet out whether it's a good idea or not. You can do that. So there's a lot of ways you can use workflows to automate various steps. Let's see here. And back to this. I'm going to create a new chat, and then I've got to pull up the prompt. Let's see, that is not it. Okay, let's see. So this is the 10 examples of powerful metaphor in historical prompt context. That's like the seed prompt to get ideas. And then from that, I said only consider stories are at least 200 years old. And then I got these. And then I pasted in like what makes an RPG narrative compelling. So that's the result of a different prompt that I fed back in, and then that that created the list that has the Devil's Bridge, Pied Piper Hamlin, Roving Sailor. Let's try the Roving Sailor, see what that does. All right. Alright, now send that in, and then it is generating. So once this first prompt finishes, it'll fire off and you'll see one of these cards light up. And down here, this is the number of prompts that have been processed by that instance since it's been started. Now in LM Studio, you click here, you can copy the model name. You click here, you can get a curl command for doing it. Okay, so the first one's done. So now the bottom instance in Tmux over here is firing off, generating text. Now, one thing, that first prompt is done, so we can already read the game design document. So we have the Roving Sailor, so I can rename the session. Okay. So this is lane flow, which is kind of like lane chain. But it's locally hosted, so I don't have to pay anybody anything for this. I could use one more GPU, I guess. Let's see. Oh, and then let's see. Let's see. Okay. Wrong card. That one was actually generating. So there we go. So I can get a prompt. I can get a prompt running separately while this is generating. So it's... Let's see. Actually, did it finish? It may have finished. Oh, no. There it is. Okay, so we have character concept. Let's see, character. Coastal resistance, Freeport. Let's see what this looks like in Grok. Just to save me some time. That way I don't have to swap out on the main card. Oh, look at that! Concept art. It's kind of neat that you can do this kind of stuff already. Okay, so we have another song. I'm gonna see if anything makes sense. Electronic instruments. Let's see what happens. Alright. Let's go back. Go into here, and then I'm just gonna keep the mail ship right here. And then it says E major, tempo 172. So we're going to bump up the speed. 172. And then it's more copy paste. This is a very short one apparently. So I'm going to change this down to like 20 seconds. And so I don't know how to make it put the words correctly in here with right line breaks. But at least it knows that the capital letters signify a new line. That's neat. Might have to write a script to do that. See, there's another one, so it gets the phonetic spelling, and that's in the prompt. Okay, so do this. Scrolling up, making sure I didn't miss a line break. All right, and let's see what happens. And to do this, I have to first eject this model, and then go back to licenses. There it is. So there we go. Okay. And here's the GUI. Run it. Oh. It says it's queued. Is it actually doing something? Maybe. Oh, there it goes.
Cross every sun, the blueprint burns.
Nope, that's the old one. Okay, now it's reconnected. Let's do a generation. So apparently there's a file sitting out there that the UI didn't pick up. I can always go to the file system and find it, but it's easier to just regenerate. Now, one thing Comfy UI doesn't do is it doesn't clean up after itself, so you'll end up with a lot of files that you'll have to delete. Let's see what we got. Hand drums,
Pass the rope down the line, share the bread, share the wine. Voices rise from every deck. We are more than what we see.
Deck. That doesn't sound right.
Those who calls us to the mass, watch the weather, watch it pass. Split the catch, divide the game. No one works in vain again. Pull together, hold the bow tight, stand as one against the night. Fair share for every hand that holds. Break the grip of iron foes.
Yeah. Not the best song, but you get the idea. So what it will do is it'll help you get a head start on creating game concepts. So here we go. If I go to the... Oh. Interesting. It didn't keep that one. The roving sailor. Huh. I suppose it's a UI bug, like if you create a new instance while it's generating, it will write to that new instance. So here's another new one, and let's go one last time here. Alright, let's see. Let's see. So much is in history, it's ridiculous. Look at that. It just keeps going. There's like a rich history that you can pull on. Good lord. The Dance of Death. Oh my god. Okay. It's getting crazy. I need about 50 people to help me make all this kind of stuff. This is not something one guy can take on completely. That is not the format of prompt I'm looking for. This is running on a B70. This is not the 4090. The 4090 goes faster. Isn't that crazy? $1,000 GPU can do this by itself. But it is a 3-bit quant. like at the edge of 3 bits, so it can have problems. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I don't care about commercial crap. Let's copy from here. Okay, this will work. The Wheel of Fortune. This is... Oh, really? Okay, I know what it is. I still have the compute I loaded. So... Now you know. So load that. Let's see if it runs. Okay, it's loaded. Let's start a new session. Paste it up. Copy. Paste it in. And there we go. So there goes the model. It's kind of crazy what you can do with these models. Say about 120, but that's because I have it partially offloaded. It bumps up to about 180 to 200 if I don't put some of the expert weights onto the CPU. And its memory bandwidth is what's slowing it down. Like the 4090 has a memory bandwidth of 1 terabyte a second, roughly, a little bit more. And my desktop maybe about 100 gigabytes a second. So that's what you're missing out on. You can actually hear the coil whine of the B70 spinning up. Let's see. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Not the Pat Sajak thing. Okay, it's going on the second set of prompts. You can see the animation here. It's already taken a minute, but we've already got this part. If we read through it a little bit, we'll see what's going on. Choice-driven RPG. Powers a thing you must navigate. Reshaping the world. Cyclical power. Games that involve agency are fun. Let's see. So it has like some overarching concepts for music, so it all ties together. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what dust and drip sounds like. Might make sense as a female vocalist. Alright, let's do... that. I have this actually pushed off to the side a little bit. I'm running the Samsung CRG9 monitor, so it gives me a really wide screen. Okay, let's see. So I'm doing the formatting there. Just gonna pop open a text editor here. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Too bad this text editor doesn't have like a decode new lines feature. If you know of one, just let me know and it'll save me some time. Getting there. Okay. That's a little bit over. Alright. That's overkill to have the same instructions repeated a lot. Okay, so now that does not look like a 2 minutes long, maybe 3 minutes. Okay, and then I need to look and see how long that's supposed to be. Let's close. So it's a tempo 110. So what's the key? E minor. So I gotta change that. So E minor, tempo 110. Okay, and then I think it should be good to go. But I had to remember to do that or even nothing. And then load this guy back up here. Okay, it is running. Let's see. It says job queue, but I don't see it connected. So 0 active, even though it's actually running a generation. I'm gonna run it again. Nope. Interesting. So if I click and then I run it. Nope. Ah, there we go. Okay. Well, maybe. Okay, it's connected finally. So I have a few other generations in here. That might be a good one, but we're not going to be able to hear it because it's going to interrupt it. Okay.
The street lamps fade, the wind begins to softly play. A drop of rain, a crack in the stone. We walk along this desert zone.
Let's see what the
That's
this one.
We count our coins beneath the skin. No glory left, no gold to show. Just shadows where the currents flow. The wheel slows down, the rain
No what?
Just echo whisper we
Yeah, I've got to fix that.
one step back, one breath away. The ground is soft, the path is bare. We hold the line, we bear the cold. A story left untold, unrolled. We trade our dreams for what is.
Okay, let's see if it fixed it.
The walls are cold, the fire's low. We watch the sky begin to snow. No companion by just echoes where we walk.
So, spelling and hyphenation do matter with the pronunciation. So, these voice models are really picky. And you have to listen to the output, or you have no idea on your quality control. So, I think that's all I got for today.